All right, let's see. Class.
Yes.
Thank you. All right, so today we're actually going over some of the weird ones. Okay, we're going to differentiate this derivative of a to the x, where a is a number, a constant that is greater than 0. It cannot be equal to 1. Okay, it cannot be equal to 1. So that's not going to work. So, and the reason why it can't be equal to 1, what is 1 to the 5th power? 1. What is 1 to the negative 14.4 power? 1. It's always 1, right? That's why we can't use 1. So, notation. So, it is dx, so the derivative of this is going to be a to x ln a. You just have to identify what the base is. Okay, that's important. All right. Let's pretend like I paid attention. What is my a in this case? A equals. So if a equals 2, the derivative, so f prime of x is going to be what's my a? 2 to the times ln of, and what is my a? There we go. So it's almost like it's important to identify what my a is here to be able to do the rest of it. Now, what is my a? It's what? 3. So I'm going to say a is equal to 3, but let's take a look very carefully. What rule do I also have here? I'm going to have to use sub this. So we're going to say that u is equal to negative x. U prime is equal to negative 1. Yes.
Why would you do a change for this one, but not for the other one?
Is that raised to the x? It's raised to the negative x.
Yeah.
That's why. Yeah. Or if it would be raised to a 2x, that would also be a chain rule, right? So, valid. So when we ever change that item right there, okay, we're going to have to u sub that one. So this is basically going to be 3 to the u. N. Okay? So now if I take the derivative of 3 to the u, I would get 3 to the u ln of 3. Now, since this is a chain rule, it's times what? U prime, right? Times u prime, which is going to be negative 1. Did that make sense, or is that nonsense? main rule, so let's go ahead and put it all together then. The negative's going to go out front, so I'm going to get a -3. But do I leave the u there? No, put the u back. Raised to the -x times ln of 3. I'm sorry, I can't see anything from there. I don't know what the rules are, especially if you're taking it on your own.
No newspaper? Scratch paper?
It's almost like I'm being recorded, you know, so I can't actually tell you anything as part of this.
Sign language.
Do you know sign language?
No. Okay.
All right, I thought I had to translate. Anyway, that guy.
Never mind. I didn't see the negative.
Is the negative just on the 3 or is it for the?
It's in front of the 3. So it's actually, since it's going to look like this, right? And so it is this times this times this. But since it's a product, I could put that -1 all the way in front of this, right? So, is that included in the 3 or not included? So, here it is. So, is it like this? Or is it like this? It's the first one. So yeah, it's like this. Is that better? Okay. Make sense now? Alright, so we're gonna do this next one too, but I'm gonna kinda like running out of paper here, I guess. So I'm gonna have to new page. So that's gonna be, I have, was it g of x equals 1/2 raised to the x squared plus 1. There you go, x squared plus 1. Now, let's identify what would my a be as long as I'm not playing with my phone. It's almost like this is too. It's almost like you might need this class to graduate. It's alright though. Okay? So, what is my A? I'm just excited to have you here in class today. So I want you at least paying attention to me. It's like going on a date with someone and spending the entire time on your phone. Is that really spending time with that person? No. Do not diminish our time here together, okay? This is our time. What is the A? What's A? 1/2, thank you. Now, this also has a chain. So I'm going to say my chain. So what is U? Yeah. So U prime is, there we go, 2x. All right, so let's go and rewrite it, right? So if I know what my A is, I know this is going to be 1/2 raised to the U times ln of 1/2 times du, which is 2x. and let's go ahead and put it back, and I'm gonna put that out front. What's gonna happen? I'm gonna have 2x times quantity of 1/2 to the x squared plus 1 times ln of 1/2. Now, let's pretend like we got a 5 on the pre-calculus test. Can I rewrite that ln 1/2? What would I rewrite that ln 1/2 to? ln1 minus ln2. Okay? So you're saying it would look like this? ln1 minus ln2. What is ln1 though? 0. ln1 is 0. Okay, ln1 is one of those things. So if you ever look at the graph of ln, that ln at 1 is actually going to be 0. That's where it crosses the x-axis. So ln1 is going to be 0. So that turns all this 0 minus ln of 2. So I get rid of that. So I'm going to rewrite this now. And where's that negative going to go? It goes way out front, doesn't it? Okay, because it's going to be times negative ln2. That's going to move it all the way out front. So I get a negative 2x 1/2 to the x squared plus 1 times ln of 2. Now, serious question here. If I were to have to take the derivative of this again, if I did, I want you to look closely here. ln2. I would consider ln2 what? What would I consider ln2? Is that a variable? It's a constant, right? So that's just going to be a constant. So I really don't actually have to do much with that. ln2, it's a number. There's no variable, so I don't actually have to get all crazy with that. So, anyway. So if you do see something like that, understand ln2 is a constant. It is a number. There is no variable. You cannot do that. So the derivative of ln2 would be 0 because it's a constant. It is a number. All right, how about this? I promised you guys a little bit of notes and more homework time. So I will stop here on this. I'll let you guys work on homework or continue scrolling through your feed. Okay, make sure you all like, share, and subscribe. Hit that notification button, support my channel, buy stuff for the merch store.